Well, now I'm done with Pulse and any movie with Pulse in its title. And oh, I'm so glad when I get to move on to things like Incubus. And here's a Phelous fun fact for you. The working title for Incubus was Pulse. It's okay. It's okay. It was just almost called Pulse. It was never actually called it. Though it's not like that's any real consolation, as this is one of the worst pieces of shit ever viewed since Hostel. This crap starts off with some scientists banging on door, wanting to be let out. Give me that key, you bitch! When he realizes he's an idiot and the female scientist he's yelling at is in the same area as him, he chases her down the hallway. She holds the only key out of here, supposedly, so he grabs her arm, which is the end of her, because if we've learned anything from Daenerys, there's nothing you can do after that. I'd say it'll make sense later, but that's a flat-out lie. It'll make less sense later. So cut to the main heroes having just been in a car accident. That tree thing in the middle of the road came out of nowhere and is too bright and sunny to see it in time.
We could have been killed.
Oh please, the twits and humane survived falling off a cliff. I like that this guy's getting the luggage out first, then Tara Reid.
You okay?
So everyone is very clearly distraught over their near death.
This is so screwed up.
Can't we pull it out?
It's a hunk of steel, Holly.
Not even worth trying to push back over, huh?
There's no signal up here.
After all, I'm Tara Reid, and I know where every cell phone signal in the world is, so don't even try it.
We can get to the highway before dark.
I'm not tramping through the woods in these boots.
You're on a paved road heading to the highway. Why would that involve going to the woods? So she's staying there because her boots are worth her life. Oh wait, no, she's right with them the next shot. Glad that bit was in there, guys. Thanks.
We've been camping here since we were kids.
And that explains why these people clearly don't know this area.
Where are we?
Wherever we are, we're not gonna make it to the highway before dark. Look how the road loops. We cut through the forest, we save miles.
Ah, she knew about the woods because she read the script. And since you won't make it to the highway until night, going through the woods will be darker, easier to get lost, and more dangerous. Good thinking!
Shouldn't we have hit that road by now?
How should I know?
Because you go camping here all the time? Oh wait, never mind. That was a few lines ago, so it's not true anymore.
I can't go on.
Yeah, it's been like a couple hours.
You must have just set off some kind of motion detector. It's not on the map.
How can it not be on the map?
Are you telling me maps can get outdated when things change? That's ridiculous!
Careful, could be electrified.
And that's always the smartest way to test these things.
Did it occur to you there might be a gate somewhere? It's breaking and entering.
Shut up with your logic. That has no place in this movie.
Looks deserted.
See? Well-kept building with still active power looks deserted.
We're in. Come on, guys.
I don't wanna.
If we stay out here, we're gonna freeze.
Well, good thing you're going camping then, so I doubt it can be that cold. And, you know, dropping in there could land you in front of a bunch of armed guards.
Okay, let me think about that a second.
Please tell me that was sarcasm and not him genuinely trying to say that.
It's gotta be 30 feet down.
What's up, little sister? You scared?
That's big sister to you.
Whoa, what playful banter. Don't do that again. So Tara gets down and looks around with that confused look she'll keep pretty much the whole movie. She finds a tongue on the floor and dead bodies, which makes her dial up the expression to slightly more confused. Nah, it's about the same, actually.
They're gonna say that we did this.
It's gonna be okay.
Monsters can only get us in the dark.
You go first.
So as soon as he starts going down, the bitch runs off without any nose to go and try and get a signal, cause clearly she'll get a better one from the woods than the top of that building. Why wouldn't she just say she's gonna go check for cell phone signal so that last guy waits with the rope and they all don't get trapped down there? Oh right, because the plot depends on stupidity. So she just takes off into the woods she didn't even want to walk in with the group, now alone at night, screwing the rest over because reasons for actions are stupid.
I think they did it to each other.
There'd be blood. Look at all the blood. Someone else did this. They'd attract blood all over.
Don't ever talk again. What the hell was that?
There'd be blood.
Okay, there is.
Look at all the blood.
Now you've seen it and contradicted the first part of your sentence.
Someone else did this. They'd attract blood all over.
And now you've contradicted yourself twice, and while saying there'd be blood all over, on the screen, blood is shown all over! So they scream for cell phone bitch, once again emphasizing they could get out and render this movie null and void if her character didn't just randomly decide she should silently run off into the woods with her phone. down.
Where's Jay?
Probably with Silent Bob. Oh wait, no, that's Tara Reid's character. Character, yeah.
Is that a guy in there?
It's so hard to see in that brightly lit area.
What's that in his stomach?
It's to feed him.
I'm Tara Reid, and I know these things.
Looks like some sort of experiment.
No, really?
Shit.
What?
I know where it is.
What, Josh?
The key to the front door.
That's right, after seeing this guy hooked up to these tubes is locked up, he now knows the key is on those dead scientists.
How do you know it's the key?
I don't.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't know. He just saw a locked area and remembered there are 2 dead scientists. Abandon logic, all ye who enter here.
Shit!
What?
It's not the key.
What? You didn't even check, you just touched it! And guess what? He didn't movie logic magically know either, because he does pull it out, and it is the key!
We find a ladder, a bookcase, something. We pile it under the skylight and we climb.
What did we tell you about logical plans, you fucking idiot? You better die soon! So yeah, she tried to swallow the key. When did she have time for that? She didn't do that before Buddy caught up to her. Maybe she killed him, then accidentally killed herself trying to swallow the key.
It's the wrong key.
You don't know that.
It actually does make sense that she said that because... But of course, Tara used her magic movie sense to get that one right. Again, with the doors that lock you inside, I mean, it makes a little more sense in a facility, but you think it'd be an electronic lockdown, not one anyone can decide to circumvent if they had the key?
There's probably just a short. There's gonna be fuses in the basement.
When I first got here, I turned on the lights. So who just turned them off?
Are they supposed to be talking to each other, or did Tara find the fuse theory too plausible so outright dismissed it? Or... Oh, Tara used her Terra sense to know it was the key for Tank Boy.
He's a human being, Holly.
Jay, I have a really bad feeling about this.
So do I! Watching you fucking idiots try to act might drive me insane! So they go in and... Look at them doing some circles around him. Okay, now that is actually pretty funny. Oh wait, it's meant to be suspenseful, never mind.
He's in some sort of coma.
How do you know it's not just asleep?
People who are asleep wake up.
So true, and we've been here like an hour, and if he hasn't woken up after that long, this has to be a coma.
It's that guy. The guy that bit his tongue off when he was a kid. Then he killed his family. It's like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, didn't even have to see that he doesn't have a tongue to come to this random conclusion. Apparently he just spent years staring at pictures of this random killer from 10 years ago, thinking of what he might look like if he spent years undergoing weird experiments, because the utter stupidity of this movie will award him with being absolutely correct.
When I first came in, it was severed, bitten off, a tongue.
Why didn't you tell us?
I guess silly enough, I thought the dead bodies were perhaps the most important part.
Okay, enough. Let's just get the hell out of here.
And it was that simple. They just had to say, let's get out of here. Oh, come on, after the idiocy you've already seen this movie employ, like you couldn't see it being solved like that.
What the hell is going on here? This is money, guys. Millions of dollars.
Not in our world, but I suppose in the bizarro Incubus land you guys live in.
He's not gonna hurt you, Holly.
I want to see you turn the key.
How dare you not want to potentially let a killer out with us?
We find the generator. There must be a lower level.
In case you guys haven't noticed, the lights are on in the area you are currently in! Of course they don't, and head down to the generator to try tapping on it, when... Yeah, they might be a little more likely to let you out if you hadn't just randomly stabbed one of their group.
There's no pulse.
Name drop! Oh, wait, no. I guess that's why it was almost called Pulse, though. So Tara beats up the door in retaliation and reminds us who he was. But she's over it quick.
Be careful.
Oh wait, now she's back to her stubbed toe pain. Oh, and they have monitors displaying the same thing so they can run out their generators quicker. And these three sit around in the darker room running out their batteries for their flashlight, even though there's a bit of illumination in here anyway, and could be sitting in the bright room with Tara. But I guess she needed a little alone time to get over her toe pain. They've discovered a way out through the vents, but Tara doesn't want to leave yet now.
I want to know why my brother died.
Because a crazy person person stabbed him? Oh wait, no, that's too much logic. In their world, that means she should watch tapes on Tank Boy. So Tara keeps skipping around the tapes with a blank look on her face, clearly not understanding a thing. It would have made sense if this was how they found out who Tank Boy was, but yeah, logic equals no. Just like this, Tara goes and stares blankly at Tank Boy and sits down in front of him, thus solving her brother's murder. Bloodchin Girl goes to tell her it's time to leave for reals this time, but clearly it's really story time!
There was this period where I used to have these dreams, and I would sort of just float up out of my body. There are people that would do anything just for the chance to float up out of their lives.
Okay, rather pointless story. You would think this would have something to do with Tank Boy, but then again, logic has no place here, so I'm guessing the moral of the story has something to do with her dead brother!
Josh, he was always in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes! What do I win? Insanity? What a jip, I already had that! And wipe that damn blood off your chin. After that, it's time to tell the life story of Tank Boy.
He was in a cell for 15 years. Before that, he was in an asylum. His mother, she used to scour his mouth.
Man, I sure do like putting my shirt on. Well, I hate you putting your shirt on, so I'm gonna scour your mouth. That was fun. Later, son. Good thing we had a flashback of that pointless fact. But then the only one who had some logic somewhere in his head falls asleep and is possessed by Tank Boy.
We're out of here.
Naturally, after saying that, he's sitting down listening to Tara's stories now.
Oh, like a form of clairvoyance.
No, that's like the psychic power of vision, not taking over minds. So they realize Buddy is missing, and the room with crazy murder scientist is now open, who they find, and he says,
Please, don't hurt me!
Really, movie? Is that it? I kind of expected him to turn into a rainbow and burst through the ceiling, revealing the missing cell phone signal. So Peter attacks and Bloodchin gets to the tank first and locks the other two out. With plenty of time to let them in before Peter's even close, she naturally waits with a blank look for a while before deciding, yeah, they can live. I just don't know. What was going through her head there?
I hate those two, and finally they can now die before me. Oh wait, I might need them to get out. Alright, this isn't dramatic enough yet. I have to wait until Peter gets a little closer before I open the door. Let them sweat it out a bit, and okay.
Peter finds it quite rude they just shut the door on him and leaves. But when that doesn't persuade them, he shows them the dead brother, which almost works but not quite, so he bites his tongue off at them.
Don't. When Peter fell asleep, something happened to him.
I only know it happened when he went to sleep because I read the script.
He dreams them, dreams through them.
He's quiet now. When he's not dreaming, he's quiet.
Incubus, a demon that enters into your sleep.
Ah, there's a real name drop! And actually, Incubus is a demon known to lie upon sleepers in order to have sex with them. Or the boss of Silent Hill 1.
The demon is awakening, spreading those wings.
Demons now.
Either way, you're wrong, but it's nothing new at this point.
We can test it. An experiment. We tie one of us up, and whoever that is gets to
fall asleep.
What a good plan. You have no idea if you can even get your mind back after this process, and you might be able to still cause damage to yourself or somehow get loose.
It's not gonna help us get out of here.
Wrong. If we're right, when he stops dreaming, Peter stops walking.
Or you'll have two people possessed, and either way, the sleeper won't be easy to get out of there, so I wouldn't say it's worth those risks.
Maybe it'll leave Peter.
You don't know that.
We don't know anything.
Well, as we know, that overrules logic. Bloodchin gets possessed, bites the guy, bites her tongue off, tries to kill Tara, and gets a bag over her head until she's dead.
I pronounce the operation a success.
Tara stubbed her toe bad this time.
We have to leave.
Are you sure you don't mean why don't we settle down and make a life for ourselves here? Well, apparently nonsense didn't work, so they try falling back on some logic and just pull the plugs on Tank Boy. Tara, of course, looks confused over this when he was such a nice guy. So they leave the tank and close and lock the door in case— oh wait, no, they leave it wide open!
It's Peter, Jay. What are we gonna do?
Kill him.
I honestly think the actors just read each other's lines here. As you can see here, when Peter actually gets killed, Tara yells, "No!" But then again, in Incubus land, it makes sense for you to say, "Kill him," and then yell, "No!" when it happens. Oh, and like you wouldn't have guessed, Peter regained his senses after they unplugged Tank Boy.
It's me, Peter, your friend.
Oh, a friend? That was his relation to me? Good thing we didn't check to see if unplugging Tank Boy actually did something. And wait a second. It's me, here. No, it's actually not that easy to talk without your tongue. Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. 10 years in a tank without using your muscles not only doesn't make you barely able to move, it gives you super strength. Hey, I'll give the movie the benefit of the doubt here. Since they're trying to develop his psychic powers, they're probably giving him magic fluids that increase muscle growth. Ow! My toe! Ow!
JJ, coming to get you, girl.
Well, he spent more time without his tongue, so I'd imagine him to magic away to speak perfectly without one by now. And he knows her name because reading their minds was apparently part of the deal. So why he didn't just have a scientist let him out while they're under his control is because this is Incubus, the anti-logic movie. Tara grappling hooks her way out and of course leaves it there so he can climb out too. Oh wait, no, it's just a trick to the audience, and she's still down there despite how far up we've seen her climb. She then is able to pull the hook out by swinging the rope around, which of course wouldn't work, but hey, it's magic Incubus land, and again for that reason, he can't survive that fall, despite having made a significantly larger one in the previous scene.
Don't believe me.
Let me look on you with my own eyes.
But you'll die.
Nothing can stop me.
Tara's a little fake-out dream of being safe only to realize Tank Boy is making a bloody mess while eating her out. We finally get some justice in this movie though when Tara is arrested.
Hey, I'm glad you're okay.
It makes sense that they brought her back with them because...
What's the matter, girl? Cat got your tongue?
Okay, just show us the fact your tongue is gone. Hurry it up! Of course, the eyes, because that wasn't how it ever worked before, so makes sense for this, especially when he's dead and not hooked up to the machine. Fuck this movie! It wasn't about anything! There was no story here. The writer of this pile of pulsating, incubating shit wrote one other movie in the same year. I wonder if it had to rely on idiocy and magic fairy nonsense to move its plot forward as well. And the actors were all awful, except Tara Reid. She did an excellent job playing Tara Reid. The direction had to be terrible as well, unless of course that's what they're going for. Okay guys, I want you to, actually that's perfect, keep those vacant looks on your faces and make sure you never sound like you give a fuck about any of the lines you deliver. So there had to be some kind of evil force behind making me do this one. Yeah. Of course, an evil version of me hooked up to that machine. I'll hold back my surprise. Phelous, I sent you to my nightmare. Incubus, what did you think of it? I'm good now. Oh, what a surprise.
I don't like this movie. He doesn't look too friendly. This monster seems so fake. My nerves are gonna break. Phelous, don't let me down. You need to be around. Grab that running one up and blast that single new one. This movie look shitty. Phelous, oh Phelous, bring on multi-comedy. Oh Phelous, oh Phelous, and some more movies. Oh Phelous, oh Phelous, I don't care how nice you sound. Oh Phelous, oh Phelous, what's your opinion about?
could use a shave, don't you think, Phelous? I mean, I have been in here for 10 years, though I guess that's to be expected, though. Maybe you're putting, like, shaving cream in one of these tubes. Who knows? Because that makes sense.